Hello, can you hear me?
I can hear you. Hey,
Okay.
hey.
Kristin is calling in. If you guys are watching on YouTube, I'm sorry that you are only seeing me. I'm by myself here, but Kristin is calling in from Louisville, Kentucky. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay, great.
I'm here.
All right.
We're good to go.
I was very nervous. This is a lot of responsibility on my part, and I'm very, very nervous about it. I don't like when you call in. It makes me worried that I'm going to mess something up. So
You always get worried, and I feel like it always works fine.
somehow. So Kristin is in Louisville. Kristin, do you want to tell everyone why you're there, what you're doing, all that stuff?
Yeah, so if you remember, every year we come here. So if you've been listening for a while, it's the North American International Livestock Expo. This runs for, it's over 2 weeks in Louisville at the Kentucky State Fairgrounds. And they do dairy and pigs the first 10 days, and then the second 10 days they do sheep and then goats. And so we're here for the sheep. And so we brought 9 animals. So we call that 9 head of sheep. The kids showed all weekend, and then I'm still here hanging out all by my lonesome. But I'm hanging out with my mom friends and making some new friends, and so it's been nice. I'm tired and I'm ready to come home. It's been a lot of sheep.
That's like a little bit of a getaway.
It is. We were talking tonight at dinner. No one understands, like, when you're at a livestock show, it is so much work, and you're physically exhausted. Like, I was showing sheep today, and showing sheep is a workout. Like, it is an athletic skill. It is like, your arm has to hold that head up. I mean, it's something. So.
Well, I was a farmer this week for one day, so I don't think it was that hard. I don't know what the big deal is. I don't know why you make such a big deal out of it.
That's what Bill said. He's like, it's easy peasy. I don't think I make a big deal about it. I'm pretty sure I'm like, it's easy, Danna. You could do it.
I make a bigger deal out of it than you ever do. But Bill was out of town.
You had to take care of my baby.
I had no issues at all. Bill was out of town, and I had to go and feed everybody in the morning. And I sent Tom videos, and he laughed at me and said, I think you kind of like it. And I said, I really don't mind it.
I think so, too.
But the boys were so good. The boys, pre-filled all of the food for me. So, I didn't have to do any actual work. I just had to physically feed them. So it wasn't, a big deal at all. But it was really easy. I don't know what the big deal is. Farming is nothing.
No big deal. I'll remind you. Yes. I'll remind you when I need you to do chores.
Yeah, I don't doubt that. So, no, but it was nothing. So not a big deal, but that was the extent of my farming, by the way. I don't want to do it regularly. So I do give you a lot of credit.
So the interesting thing is, Campbell and I left on Wednesday, and we drove all the sheep and the truck and trailer down. And, we stay in our truck and trailer. So It's like our camper in the front, very small camper, and then the trailer in the back. And so we got down here. And so everyone's making fun of me because this is a big deal. When you have fuel, I would say I'm going to get fuel because you get diesel or gas. When you have a gas vehicle, if you run out of gas, it's not a big deal. If you run out of diesel, it's a really big deal. You have to have your fuel pump changed. You have to have it primed. You have all these different things. And we filled up north of Columbus, and it turns out my fuel tank only holds 36 gallons, which is, you would have thought it would have held 40, but whatever.
I would think it would have held more in general, but yeah.
So I can't make it all the way here from Chesterland to Louisville, with one tank of gas, pulling a trailer. And it's a big trailer. It's 44 feet long, and then the truck. So I'm a truck stop, refill. So I can't just go to any truck stop. So you kind of have to plan these things strategically. So anyways, we can talk about that later. But so Campbell and I, we fill up. We're like, yeah, we should have 100 miles till empty when we arrive. That'll be perfect. We will get in line. We'll get our vet check. We'll unload the sheep. We'll park the camper in the campground, and then I'll get fuel. Well, we realized after getting stuck in lots of traffic that our fuel level is depleting. And there's nowhere to get fuel. I've got this whole truck and trailer, and I can't go to a regular gas station.
Right.
So I'm like, oh my goodness. So we're kind of, Campbell's scoping things out. Do we drive 20 minutes out of the way to go to one and then come back to the fairgrounds? So we pull in the health check, vet check lot. And I'm like, hey, how long's the line? I'm in a little bit of a predicament because our friends have talked about how they've had to wait for hours.
Mm-hmm.
to get in. Like 3 hours, some of these people had to wait to get into the fairgrounds. And so I'm like, how long is the vet check? It doesn't seem to be too long. And he's like, oh, yeah, it's not long. I said, well, I only have 40 miles to empty, and that is really low in a diesel. And I can't run out of fuel. So I need to know if I should disconnect my livestock trailer right here in the parking lot and go get fuel, or if you think, if I can get through. And he's like, ma'am, I hate to tell you, but the fairgrounds is right there. It's not 40 miles away. I think you're going to be just fine.
Oh my gosh.
I'm like, buddy, I'm not an idiot. But I also know when I'm running my diesel truck, pulling this and idling and sitting and waiting and starting it and restarting it. So he thought I was real stupid. And I'm like, oh, he doesn't understand this. So I get to the barn. I'm like, Dale Davis, our friend who's helped us. I'm like, I am going to run out of diesel. He's like, well, how much do you have left? And I'm like, well, I'm about 37 miles at this point till empty. And he's like, what? He's like, this is not good. So we had to turn the truck off. We kept moving it and turning it on and off. Then we get the sheep unloaded. We get the trailer parked. We go to a diesel station that had diesel. Do you think it had diesel? Oh no, they were out of diesel.
No.
So then we go down the road another mile and we're like, oh, this is terrible. We finally got diesel. We filled up. I was good to go. But everyone's talking about how Kristin almost ran her truck out of diesel. So that was real fun. But it was very stressful because I'm like, I just need to get diesel.
These are things I would never even know existed because I would not know that's, although I have never run out of gas in my entire life, just so you know,
so I haven't either.
My husband has.
Really? Tom has?
Yes. I think he's actually, have you run out twice? Oh, he claims, he just said, oh, well, the gas gauge was broken. Okay, buddy. I don't think so.
Well, my gauge wasn't broken. I was just pushing the limit.
That's really funny. I'm lying. I did run out of gas at the end of my street one time in his truck. He told me to take my truck, but you're going to have to run to the gas station. I probably need gas. Yeah, you need gas. I wouldn't have, for anyone that lives near us, I live within walking distance to Kristin's house. I would not have been able to make it to her house. That's how little gas was in the truck. And I ran out at the corner of our street. He had to go get the gas can. But I do not count that for me because I did not do that. That's him.
That's funny. I've never run out of fuel, but I don't want to say that anymore because can you imagine? It was actually warm.
Well, and
I would have run out.
You still have a long drive ahead of you tomorrow, so I don't know that we should jinx anything right now.
I know, and I'm doing this haul all solo. So
yes.
This will be my solo.
This is a long one by yourself. You need a book. Yeah. I'm telling you, you need to listen to a book.
I should. Do you have any recommendations? You can text me and tell me what I should listen to.
I'll have to think of some. You're not missing anything at home, in case you're wondering. It's very boring around here. So we are, I feel like we did. Oh, you know what? We did have a fun weekend, Tom and I. We went out to dinner. Our anniversary was last week and we don't really do anything to celebrate it, but we went out to dinner. His cousin called and said, do you guys want to go out to dinner? Downtown, I've been wanting to go. There's a place called Sora for sushi, and, they had never been. We've been. And so they asked if we wanted to go. So we went. And afterwards, when we got home, we realized it was their anniversary. So we were crashing their anniversary dinner with our own anniversary dinner. So yeah, it was kind of funny.
But they invited you.
They did invite us. But I felt so badly because I did not realize it was their anniversary until we got home that night. But yeah, that was our big exciting night out. We have not done anything around here. So it's been
that's fun.
It's been fine. It's been fine. So
I've been eating crock pot meals that I made. We have gone out to eat a couple times, so that's been fun. We went out to wood-fired pizza tonight with a group of our friends from Illinois, so that's nice. We did that, and I've been hanging out with my friend Jen and Kathy. Yesterday, we took a big tour, so I've been to quite a few of the distilleries.
Oh, yeah, I forgot.
But I've never been
to you about this.
Yeah, so I've never been to Maker's Mark. And there's a reason. It is in the middle of nowhere.
So that's the only one I have been to. I haven't been to any of the other ones.
Oh, my goodness. So my friend Kathy, Jen, and I, we went on a girls' road trip. It was an hour and a half from the fairgrounds. And we got there, and Jen had booked, I forget Unforgettable tour or like, I don't know, one of the tours. And it was amazing. It was so good. And they really told you about, I'm a Maker's Mark is fine. Like, Tom is such a collector and like he really likes
but
it. I understand
he collects
why.
the bottles because they have different bottles. Yeah. He's not, I don't think that he's like, oh my gosh, I love Maker's Mark whiskey. Like, it's fine. It's fine.
Yeah, but it's like he enjoys it.
He does. It's a good basic. Yeah,
I never really understood it. Well, I like love it now because like their marketing department and their tour department have really sucked me in. They hit and I'm probably not their normal like customer coming because I think about all these other things. And I'm like, they really sucked me in. Their story works on me. Mm-hmm. They have cattle and they have over 300 head of Katahdin sheep and they have all the Wagyu Angus cattle cross. And so we get to see all these things on the tour and the water source and just like they have orchards. And so we were talking about all these things and I met some really nice people because they put you in these Lexus SUVs and then you drive all over the property. So they have 1,100 acres there. And so we did that. Plus, we did the distillery tour. So as soon as we got there, they gave us a drink, and there was lots of drinks on this tour. Just like the normal, like tasting from the still and all the different things. And but this is interesting. I haven't even got to talk to Bill about this, but they have their cats. They had 2 cats that were very famous. Like in the one they even I think have on camera sometimes. It comes and sits in the window. I think it's Whiskey Jane. But what do they call it? Like the white mash? Is that what it's called? That's not right. But anyways, when it's like, right before, like it's still like the distilled grain. It's like the alcohol, like the grain alcohol. Oh. It's gross. It tastes like alcohol. Yeah. That has a name. But they had a cat named that. And someone took their cat. We were talking about this because I'm like, how many cats do you have? And we were talking about, and they're like, well, we had 2. But unfortunately, someone took the cat home with them.
Did you tell them that you know how that feels?
So I'm like, oh my gosh, that happens at our farm. Like I'm comparing our farm to Maker's Mark.
Right, like it's the same thing.
But there are so many similarities between like fruit farms and distilleries. Like there really are. So I'm like, how many employees do you have? I was amazed. They only have about 350 employees.
Really?
I was like, wow. So they have a really good retention plan. And I'm like, are you the largest employer in your county? Like my questions were so different. But it was really neat. And they also grow Honeycrisp and Ludacris and Ambrosia apples.
No way.
But they want you to think, they have all these gardens that, they use in the food that they have at their restaurant. But I'm like, there is no way that they're producing enough food from
like a farm to table.
Yeah. But it was really neat. I mean, the story is fun. And so I have a gift for Tom.
Oh, he'll be
part
very
of my
excited.
My package.
Nice.
Yes, he'll be very excited. So, and I dipped my own bottle.
You did
so that was fun.
That's cool.
Yep, I dipped it. So I got their only black wax dipped bottle. I liked it because it was a fundraiser for military. So they have a black wax dip bottle. So I got that and dipped the bottle. So from their Keeper series. So that was kind of fun. But overall, it was just a really, really beautiful day to be outside in Louisville in November. It was crazy. So
that's awesome.
It was nice.
Have you had good weather there?
Oh, well, it poured and rained last night. But other than that, it's been pretty warm. So over the weekend, it was 55. I mean, I will not complain. We went out to eat and we ate outside in November and without coats.
Right.
So it was kind of crazy.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was really nice.
So that was great. It's been chilly here, to be honest, like 40s and 50s. I feel like Tom actually took the boys. I took Olivia last Wednesday night to see Six, the musical, and which if you've never seen it and you have the opportunity, you should totally go. It's one of my favorites. But Tom was feeling bad for the boys, so he took them to the Browns game on Sunday because Browns tickets were well, they were so cheap because the Browns are the Browns. So it was a good opportunity to have a boys' day. So they went and did that. And my boys were so cold when they got home. And they made it through the whole game, but they were freezing. It was so cold down by the lake. It was like 40 degrees outside the whole time.
Oh, my God.
So you have not missed the weather. You've definitely probably had much better weather than we have had here. But, yeah,
I really, when you're here, you're inside. Yeah. But where our pens are, we are by the door. And I said, it's brisk. the air blows in. It is so crisp and brisk. And oh my good heavens, I've been frozen all day long. But we went for pizza. This dinner would have been the craziest dinner for you. When I say that, I mean, it was like for me, so we were having dinner with some people that have worked on really big sheep operations. And so we were talking about like different things that they do and like techniques and procedures. And I'm thinking, oh my gosh, like it would be so cool. I was thinking Danna would have like been like, what are you people talking about?
I definitely would probably be a little out of my element, I'm sure.
We're like, when do you shear? When you deliver, how do you do this? Or like, when do you give shots? We're just having this conversation. I'm like, this is totally not a normal, like, bougie pizza place conversation.
Oh, that's so funny.
So it was very interesting. But I learned some new things, and it's been really fun. But I'm like, guys, I got to go. I got to go get my barn Botox, and I have to go podcast. And they're like, you podcast?
Did you get your Botox?
I did finally, just before you guys called. I'm like, we should do Botox on the air.
I was actually thinking that you might have been.
Yeah, no, we didn't. So Jen gave me my Botox, and so I'm all freshened up a little bit.
Oh, good.
So,
good.
But meanwhile, I reordered my frownies because, you know, my frownies I still use because I feel like, you know, I only get Botox a couple times a year. So they make it last.
That holds you over.
It ties me over, trying to keep me young. So,
oh my God. That's
but everyone wanted to know, what do you podcast about? And I'm like, I don't even know what we talk about.
I literally, people ask.
Dumber for listening.
People ask him like, I don't know. I got nothing. Last week we talked to a lizard. Like, I'm sorry if you listened last week. Like, I don't even know what to say to you.
Last week might have been the worst episode ever.
It genuinely may have been. It was pretty rough. And I'm just laughing because we like say that we should talk about that on the podcast. And then we usually forget. And so we end up talking to a lizard on the podcast instead. Yeah. So that's what happens.
It was fantastic.
Which, speaking of things though that we say we're going to talk about, we did make a note. So the kids had a blood drive at school, and they're old enough now to be able to donate blood. So Olivia was very excited. It was her first time ever doing it, and she was so excited.
Yeah,
and
how did hers go?
They wouldn't let her do it. She was too small.
Oh, really?
Yes, she's apparently
small.
If you are 5'1", because you're so short, I guess certain heights have to have a certain weight, which I find this to be ridiculous because like her one friend is 4'11", and you had to be like 130 pounds to be able to. 130 pounds on a 4'11" person is not exactly a tiny person. So like you would think they would be able to sustain giving blood. So they would not let her. She's 5'1", and they said she had to be 133 pounds. And she said she's just under that, so they wouldn't let her.
No, that's strange.
Yeah, she was super disappointed. I was shocked. I thought there was no way. So I told her she
Jack
was
donated. Oh gosh, Jack donated, and he thought he might die.
Well, I heard I was with Bill, and he apparently got a picture of. He said, "Oh, here's Jack. It looks like he's going to pass out." And they had the table down, which I know that has happened to me before. And they do put the table down.
They make them all donate laying down. So at the high school, they all donate laying down.
Okay, well,
but
then
he did have.
Go ahead. Sorry. That's smart, I guess, because probably kids for their first time often have problems with it. Maybe, I don't know.
Right. So, but he did have the towel in his forehead and his neck. So, I think he thought he was going to die, but he successfully did it. So that's exciting.
It is exciting.
He felt good about it.
Yeah. It's always nice. Like, I think it's such like a nice, like you do feel good about yourself when you give blood.
I feel like it's so important. You know, I just feel like it's so important to do if you can. And, although it is annoying when they call you 27 times a day. Oh my gosh.
Red Cross.
Need your blood.
Red Cross is so persistent. I will give them that. They are so persistent. Like they just call over and over, but we do laugh. Tom just said, he's like, I'm going on Thursday. He gives blood as often as he can. And we keep joking. We keep accumulating. I'm like, we don't need the free stuff. You know, they're like, here's this for free. We have like Red Cross t-shirts and towels. And I'm like, we don't need it. Like, just give the blood. We're not giving blood to get the t-shirt. Like, it's fine.
Right. Well, Tom always gets all the free things. I feel like we only got a t-shirt one time.
I know.
Like,
he
they never give
something
us
free every time. Like one time he got like an Amazon gift card. I'm like, I never get anything, but I also would not do it just because of those things, you know? So I just think it's funny. I'm
Me
like,
either. And I feel like if they'd stop giving away all the free things, maybe they'd have more money to
yes.
I don't know, set up more blood drives.
I don't know, but they are very persistent. Very, very, very persistent. I will give them that. I just realized we are out of time, basically out of time. Next week we have to talk about Thanksgiving coming, and we have to talk about all your turkey tips. Yes. So don't take it out just yet, but maybe this would be a good time to set a reminder to take it out of the freezer.
Start thinking about the big Tom turkey.
Yes. So we'll have to discuss that next week. So, all right.
This is when you hit that button.
I was
again.
just going to say, I'm going to try to hit the button because Kristen's not here. So I have to do all the IT stuff on my end here. So, all right. I think I did good, and I don't know how to do it, but I hope you guys all have a great week.
Until next time, we're Mismatched.
Hold on, Kristen. I am